Hello guys, welcome back to the episode 6 of this series. So far we've been talking about colors, background, how to selector, CSS selector, combinations, descendants and some other things. So in this series we'll be focusing on the text formatting. So in CSS we have a property that is called font. So this is this gives us an opportunity for us to change the appearance of our text on the website in order to improve the typography on the website. So how the font appears and some other styles we have, where we have the font size, we have the font style, we have the width, how bold it should be or how quality it should be. So now we'll be diving into this. So the first thing we need to know when it comes to fonts family, when it comes to font, is that we have the font family, the font size, we have the font width and the font style. So under the font family now, the font family is generally categorized into two. We have the sans serif and then we have the serif. So what the difference between the sans serif and the serif is that automatically the browser will give all the text serif. Is because this carries a lines after each text. If you have a T now, let me show you on the browser how it looks without dividing anything here. Let's go to our browser and see how the website look. So when you come to our website now, you can see that from this T, a small line is projecting at the end. This line is projecting at the end. This indicates that we are using serif, not sans serif, because all browser with text as serif. If you come here to this line, we can see that it is projecting out is because all the browser use serif automatically. So now let's come to our VS Code and define the H1 to be using sans serif. So now we just call me H1. The first thing we know that we have to define the font family. So under the font family, that's where we have the sans serif and the serif. So you just call me a font family. So under this the sans serif, we have the arrays, we have Valandia. So we can just call it array. Go back to our browser. Can you see we have different things? We are not having any line that is projecting at the end of the text. Can you see the text is looking more good and suitable? That's different to this sans serif and serif. So now if you come here, if you want to change the font to another sans serif, we can come here and call it Valindia. These fonts are coming from the system, from the system. But in case you want to use some external font, we still talk about it, how we can get some external font and some more font to it. So can you see here we have some changes. This is how it looks. So if you go to our dev tools, we can go to our dev tools. If you inspect on the H1, yes, we can see we are having a H1 as this, but under the customs we are still having the font size, the font width to be bold. Automatically the browser will read it to be bold and give it a font size of 2. So what this font size means, it is a ways of increasing or decreasing the text that we have on the website. So you can use any unit you can use percentage, you can use pixel, you can use EMLs, you can use REMLs, you can use points, PT, you can use points. Anyone is acceptable. So now let's go back to our VS Code now. Let's define our font size. So now the font size, let's work with pixel. So we've come here, just change it to 20 pixel to override the custom font size on the browser. Let's come here. We can see it thing look more smaller than before. And if you inspect again to check, maybe it has override it. You can see clearly now that it has already override. Can you see now? It has already override it. So this is how to do font size. It's very important. CSS font size. Another properties when it comes to formatting is what we call font width. That is how it should appear on the browser. Now, if you go back to our dev tools, we can see that we're having the font width to be bold automatically. The browser identifies it as bold. So let's come here to override that one too. We call font width of instead of bold, we have bolder, we have lighter, we have normal. And also too, we can use number to identify width. From 100, we have 100, we have 200, we have 300, we have 400, we have 500 till 900. You can use any one. But I think 600 is bold. 700 is 600 is semi bold. You have something like that. So now let's change it from that bold to something less. We can come here and say, okay, let's give it of 400. Go to the browser. Can you see? We've already override the font width too. We can see this. This is how it's looking now. But let's make it more unique, and give it 800. You come here, give it 800. You can see the way it look now. It's more presentable, look bolder, and it adds to the beauty of the website, the way it looks. So now this is how to measure, but it's very common that in font size, it is not advisable to always use pixels, because due to the viewport of the website, you want to control the font due to the viewport. That is, you give the font according to the viewport. So that is why it is. Some people use EM, use this EM. So let's just come here. One EM is equal to 16 or 18 pixels. So automatically on the browser it will give it 2 EM, because it makes it to appear all over the viewport. That is, maybe on mobile, on this, the text will still be the same. Can you see? This is how it look bolder on this. Unlike the one we are giving it pixel, it always adjusts to the mobile alone, not to the. So this is the changes of this. So we can use EM to also another properties of giving a unit in CSS is the REM. So I think let's use the REM to show us how it looks. So in this REM, I will just give it 3 REM. So 3 REM, this is how it's looking. We go to the website too, we still have the same thing. So it is better for us to always use EM or REM when we are dealing with the font. It's because to control the viewport around it. So it won't be more smaller on this, bigger on this. But the best way is the EM, not REM. So let's proceed now. So now the next thing we have on our list is the font size. What's the font size? The font size is just to tell us that okay, how it should appear, the style we want to give it. You know, some cases we might want the font style to be so thick and have something like another thing at the back, showing some shadow at the back of this. So this is what leads us to font style. For under the font style, we have italic, we have normal, we have oblique, we have a 3. So the 3, this one is it's one side that is labeled as italic face, oblique face, or one is not. So the italic means that it won't be straight. To some bending font, that it won't be straight, it's just bent. So let's see how it look on the website. Can you see how the text is bent around? So this just shows that okay, this is the style has given to this text. It is italic. So if you come here, we give it oblique. Now if you give it oblique, can you see? If you give it oblique, the thing is appearing as if it's in 2-dimensional. So this is the changes between the oblique. And so the text is not appearing the same. And the text is not appearing the same. So this is the difference between the oblique and the. But automatically the browser will give it as normal. You read it as normal. If you come here, you give it normal. It will appear as normal. So it appears as normal like this. So this is how to do it. But in some other cases, we can, if we want to deploy our websites on the servers, we can't be using the system font. This all these are coming from the system. Can't be using the system, so it is better for us to use some online system. So that is what will lead us to what we call Google Fonts. We have some other font software that we can use, but the recommended one that is free is Font Google. Google Font. So once we land on the web page like this, just click on Verse Font. So you're able to see some popular fonts. You see some things you normally see on websites. So this is where they get the font from. So here we can use anyone. You can use anyone. I think here there is one here. You can use anyone. Just come here. Let's just look for the common one is popping. We have popping. It's very common. Okay, this one is Roboton. I think this is what I used in the last project. So now here you can let me just remove move off for now. Let's browse our home from the beginning. So we'll be using popping. So under the popping now, you see once you select popping, we come here. We can, if you don't like it, we can change it. So you don't like the way it looks, this is how it looks. I have semi bold 500, semi bold of 600 italic, and you see bending bold. This italic extra bold of 800. I think we should use something else. This is not looking great. I don't really like it. Let's browse some other things. We have some. Okay, we can just come here to search for the trending or the most popular. Let's come here to check the most popular one that normally use for website. So under the most popular one, we have this. It seems these are one style. We have okay. I think we have this Rubik kit. Okay. Yes, this one. We have this one that will always look like a design on the website. Let's see how this one will look on our website. Okay, what is happening? Network. Is my network not loading? Okay, it has loaded now. Let me just get the font. If I want to add it here, get the font. So once I get the font like this, I'll just under this space I'll just get embedded code. If you want to download it, you can do, but the best way is for us to get embedded code. You just come here on the web. If you want to use for our website, web, if it is mobile app that we are doing or iOS app or Flutter that we are using, you can just come here and grab the method. But because we are using website, we have two methods: link or import. We are going to use link. The import way is just that instead of putting it on our HTML page, you put it at the CSS page, CSS file rather. So if you come here, click on get code, come back to our HTML here, come here, then we just paste it here, go back here. So you can see that under the font family we are having Rubik line, system UI, this. So we can just come here, give it all these ones, come here and give it to our h1 that we've defined here. So under the h1 here, just we have 400. The font should be 400. Go back to our browser. We should load our browser now. Can you see now? We are having this. This is a style on its own. This is a style on its own. You can just come here, give it a color. Come here, give it a color. A color of, I think, dark slate. It's dark slate and dark slate gray. Dark slate gray. Let's use this slate blue. So the text is still not showing very well. It's occupying the color already, so we can just that's slate gray. The color is showing already there. Instead of using this font, we can use some other fonts too. It seems this font is not looking good on the website, so I can come here and remove. Go back, then come here, remove. So let's browse another one. Let's use this Roboton. There's one called Roboton. Okay, it's even here. So it is used by 1,713 people. That's host their website. So we can just come here. It is looking good. So we can just come here, get font. So in this method now, I'll be using the CSS method. So I will be porting on the CSS, not on the HTML as link. So just come here, get code, come back here. At the beginning of my file here, for anything, I'll just come here, paste here. Instead of, I will just remove the style. We have something like this. So on this HTML, I can just come here and just remove these ones. So now we go back to the code. You can come here. Can you see we have some we have 100 normal. Let's just copy the one that has bigger something, and just come here. Let's copy the 700 one. Let's copy 700. It's the same. Something we can define our own. So just come here. The font, change it to here. So now we're having this. This is what we have. So we have normal. Automatically the font size will be normal. You go back to our HTML code, you can see having something good. This is how it is. So instead of let's give it a suitable color here of blue. So let's come here. I see. So this is how to work with text on the website. Give it a font. You can customize the font. There are many fonts here. And just come here, pick any font you like, then inject it in your HTML code and start working with it. You can change the color, do this, do that. This one here now, instead of being in small letter, you can come here to be in capital letter. You know, we talked about this in the previous series. Okay, text decoration. We have text decoration. We can put it to be your capitalist and make it capitalist. Make it so. We have this. Just to be underlined. Okay, this text transformed. So that text transform that we have the capitalist. So this is how to use it. So text decoration is just for, it's just for, we want to decorate the text. Maybe we should underline it or we should put in it or some. But this here text transform, you can use the capitalist. Give the capitalist like this. Transform the text. That is to be capital. The first letter will be capital. So under this one too, you can just text align. We have text align too. So we have text align. Instead of making everything to be on the center, because when it comes to the mobile, the thing is to be very very big on the mobile. Can you see everything is just here? We can just arrange it the way it looks here, and just come here, come back to our code and say okay, text align should be what? Should be start. You can put that start. Everything should be at the start button. Can you see? It's aligned to the start. So this is how to align text. Here we can put it on the center because it's on the center automatically. Center. It's aligned to the center. So this is how to work with text generally in HTML and CSS. So looking forward to see you in the next video.